Greetings, everyone. Chief Quigley here from the Cohasset Police Department, just checking in via video today. I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know about some of the operational changes at the police department that are taking place, and also talk about some of the town services during this state of emergency for the COVID-19 virus. I also want to commend the essential work that emergency management in all town departments have been doing for the past 3 weeks. These are difficult and uncertain times, and everybody has been really working hard and working together. Also, please note that the police and fire departments are at full staff. Everybody's healthy, and we're ready and able to respond to emergencies, not only here in Cohasset, but regionally. We've adjusted some policies at the police station. If you have to call 911, the Regional Dispatch Center in Hingham, the SHREC, the call taker will be requesting some additional information from you, like your a callback number and maybe some additional names. And the reason for that is when that call gets entered into the computer, it's triaged here locally in Cohasset. And if it's a call that the officer in charge of the shift feels that we could bring to resolution via a phone call, a police officer may call you as opposed to coming to your house. So if we can handle a call via telephone, we will. And that's to further our efforts with social distancing, to keep our officers and employees safe. One of the other things I'd like to update everybody about, we've had to change our procedure with regard to licenses to carry firearms. We can't have people in the police station right now, and part of the process for a license to carry is to be photoed and fingerprinted. Those are for new applicants. I've posted, it's an extensive procedure. If it applies to you, go to our website at cohassetpolice.com under the firearms section, and you can read the exact procedure. But hopefully we'll get back to a sense of normalcy in a couple of weeks, and we can go back to the old way of doing things. But from now forward, till further notice, that procedure has been updated, and again, it's outlined on our website. I also wanted to talk about what we've done with the officers. As people, you've probably seen on TV or maybe heard from a friend that's a police officer, we run 3 roll calls a day. When the shifts change, we run 3 shifts. And the officers normally would come into the station. There's a shift meeting and a exchange of information for the officers. So we've had to move away from that. We've moved towards a digital type roll call. So we've made arrangements where the officers can get updates on their smartphones about roll call information. And they can also check the police log via their mobile data terminals in the cruiser. So we're just trying to keep people sort of separate and respect the social distancing guidelines that the health professionals have put forward. We've also taken steps. We've sealed off our booking area and our cell block, and that's in the event. We always have to be ready if we have to arrest someone, or if there's a prisoner and that person's infected. We don't want them to infect the employees of the department or the whole station. So we contracted with an asbestos removal company through Cohasset Emergency Management, and they've sealed off the entire booking room in the cell block, and that allows it created a negative pressure zone, so the air in those areas of the station stay in those areas of the station. So hopefully we can keep people segregated to the extent possible and keep our employees safe. If we do end up with someone that's infected and we do have to hold them here. Right now at this point, the courts, mass trial courts, they're closed, and we're doing not even video, but telephone arraignments on people. So it's a work in progress and something that we haven't done before. But we've already had prisoners, and we've used the process, but it's not exact right yet. We're also prepared to, depending on the call volume and what happens going forward, we're prepared and ready to transition to 12-hour shifts. So in that model, there's 2 lieutenants in the department. one lieutenant would be day command and one lieutenant would be night command. So for example, the day commander would be 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the night commander would be 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. We'll split the department into 12-hour shifts and work through whatever challenges are presented by the situation we find ourselves dealing with. All of our personnel have been issued personal protective gear. We have masks and gloves and visors and all that stuff, and we're ready to respond to any calls, any 911 calls, or any calls for that matter. I also want to touch base as far as town government goes, and encourage people to check the town of Cohasset's website. I think it is at cohassetma.org, and people should check that every day. We're constantly updating information and letting you know what's happening around town. Town Hall is currently closed to the public. There is, however, a skeleton crew there during regular business hours just to keep government functioning. And there's a bunch of the employees that are working virtually from home. They have laptop computers and they can access our VPN and get their work done. There's a kiosk at Town Hall. If you have something to drop off at Town Hall, a specific department or a payment for something, whether it's excise tax or property tax or whatever, there is a kiosk out in front of Town Hall on the island, and it's clearly marked, and that's checked during regular business hours. The items inside are collected. DPW is working. They've modified their schedules, but they are working. There's road repair crews available and things of that nature. But DPW is in assisting in this emergency. The other thing is the town manager and his staff are working to fine-tune running virtual public meetings. In-person meetings have been suspended at the current time, again, to allow for social distancing. So we're assessing several platforms, Zoom and things like that, to run a virtual public meeting. And we're working through the kinks. We really want to get it perfect for when we roll it out to the public. So the town manager and IT and human resources and chairmen of boards and committees have also been involved in that process. So you'd find updates about that on the town website, again at cohassetma.org. And I'll also attempt to post stuff on the police department's Facebook page as much as possible. We have a ton of information up there now, and I encourage you to take a look at that. I guess that's it for now, and I just, please, everybody be safe, and we'll get through this as we always do. Thanks, and appreciate your attention. Take care.